All right, guys. Well, welcome. I am Love Carpenter, your executive director, and I am excited to partner with Jennifer DeNicholas, your advanced director. And Jennifer and I go way back, don't we, girl? You're going to be hearing about that in just a minute. So we are super excited to share with you today what's on the table for you with your new business. So first of all, congratulations to every single one of you for starting your new business with Pampered Chef. And I know that you had no idea what you were jumping into when you ordered that kit and got into Pampered Chef. So I will tell you that when I ordered my kit, it was a few days back, when I ordered my kit, I was only doing this to get the products. I just wanted the products and to learn how to cook. I had no intentions of staying past 1 month with this business. I was willing to do a couple parties, but I was looking for nothing else. But when I got in and saw the income potential and saw what was available to me and, you know, the benefits of this business and started doing some parties and earning some great income, I was hooked. Okay. So we want to paint a picture of what's available to you because there's a lot on the table. Vivian, was it you that said you didn't know about Disney and all that stuff? So there's so much on the table for you that you guys might not even know about. And so that's what this call is about today. So in the new consultant rewards program, there's lots of benefits that you get to earn, but one of the biggest benefits that's on the table for you is a $2,000 cash bonus. This is the only cash bonus that Pampered Chef pays out. Everything else is commission-based. It is the only cash bonus, and it's only available to you for a certain time. So the $2,000 cash bonus is tied to our Fast Track program. So today, Jennifer and I want to share with you what Fast Track is, what it takes to achieve it, and how we can support you if this is something that you want to go for. We have lots of people on our team that have earned this Fast Track bonus. It is so doable. And when we're talking about this bonus, this is in addition to everything that you would earn while you're working towards this. You know, like that's just an added bonus. So like both Jennifer and I, when we promoted to leaders in the company, we did not promote on the Fast Track, and they didn't actually have a Fast Track program back then. But if they did, and you took our time frame that we promoted, we did not promote on the Fast Track. But I think we both turned out to be decent leaders. What you think there, Jennifer? I think we're good directors. So just imagine what you guys have on the table for you. So I want you to think for a minute, if you knew you couldn't fail, and you knew that this $2,000 cash was yours in the next 3 to 6 months, over and above everything else that you're earning with Pampered Chef, what would you do with that $2,000? I want you to think for a minute, okay? What would you do with that? How could that help you and your family, and what could that do for you and your family that you don't have now? What would you put that towards? I heard a couple of you mentioned retirement. What would that go towards? So basically, there's a new consultant rewards program on Pampered Chef, and this stuff is yours. All you have to do is claim it, okay? So to promote on the Fast Track means that you have promoted to director in your first 90 days of business, okay? That's how you start to earn. So this $2,000 cash bonus is paid out in 3 different increments over a 3 to 6 month window, okay? You can earn it as soon as your first 30 days, but at your 6 month window, it's no longer on the table for you. So the first $500 cash bonus that you earn is earned by promoting to director in your first 90 days of business. So the units that we have on the Carpenter team page, are y'all all familiar with units? If you've been to the new consultant call, then you know about units. So the units, one of the very first tasks in that unit is to get your 30 and 90 day dates marked on your calendar, because those are very key dates for the rewards that you're earning. So that 90 day date is what's so important when it comes to the Fast Track promotion, okay? So all of you guys should know what your 90 day date is. So, and if not, then reach out to Jennifer after this call. We'll make sure that you know what your 90 day date is. And you can look it up on the Pampered Chef website. So that means you have until that date to promote to director. So what does director look like? So I've got some screenshots here. Let me pull this up, and I'm going to screen share, and we're going to take you through our career plan and show you what director looks like. All right. Hold on, let me get a different shot up. Okay, so I'm going to screen share it here. Okay, so this right here, if you're taking some notes, this is what you want to put in your notes. This is the requirements to promote to director. okay? There are 3 requirements to promote. One is that you have a team of 5 people besides you, okay? So you and 5 other people on your team makes the structure for director team. Those 5 people have to be active in the same month. And active, and this is important to know, means $150 in sales or more, okay? Well, people are only earning $30 at $150, so most people have a goal to submit much, 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 much more than $150 in sales. But that's all it takes for someone to be active is $150. So 5 people at $150 in sales. Your personal sales have to be at least $750. But I want you to know, Pampered Chef has to set minimums to create a career plan, but leaders don't work to minimums. And if you're only working to sell $750 in a month, you're not working at the director level because you're just not in front of enough people if that's where you're following, okay? So we're going to teach you how to be where you need to be. Directors usually sell between $2,500 and $5,000 personally. And then together, the team sells $5,000, okay? So those are the 3 requirements to promote. 5 people that are all active, 5,000 in team sales, and then your personal sales requirement, okay? So let's talk about what that can look like. So this, okay, so this is what director structure looks like. So we're gonna go through a couple examples here. And in this example here, Jen is selling $2,400 in sales, and that is about 4 cooking shows, 4 to 5 cooking shows a month, or about 8 to 9 virtual parties a month. Just to give you an idea of where those sales are coming from. And she has recruited 5 people. Well, notice in this example here, did Jen recruit all the 5 people herself? So you do not have to recruit all 5 of them yourself. It doesn't matter how they come on your team. Now, in this example down here, if you can see my mouse, Jen has 5 direct recruits here. And your directorship can happen like that. Or here, she's recruited 3, and then Jill recruited 1, so that made 5. So that's Jen's 5. In this example here, Jen recruited 3, and 2 of them each recruited 1. Jen could have recruited 2, and 1 of them could have recruited 3, and that makes her structure, okay? So it does not matter how the structure happens, okay? Obviously, you have to recruit somebody to start it, okay? So let's back up for just a minute and show you how you get to director. So there's a couple other promotions that happen first, okay? From the very first person that you bring on your team, and some of you guys already have a team member, so congratulations. From the very first team member you bring on, you promote to senior consultant, okay? When both you and your team member are active. What does it take to be active again? $150 in sales, okay? So in this example here, Jen's selling $2,400. Her new recruit, Pat, is active. So she has earned an extra $35 because she got an additional 1% bonus on her sales and 1% on Pat's sales. So that was an extra 6.3% commission. And we will post these pictures in the event when we finish today, so you can look at them a little closer, blow them up, show them to your family, you know, so you'll be able to have access, because I know you might not be able to see this great on Zoom. So the next step is the team leader promotion. The team leader promotion happens when you have 2 personal recruits on your team. So the first and second one do require personal recruits, but after that, it doesn't matter if you recruit them or someone on your team recruits them. So the team leader promotion, it's 2 personal recruits, and the team has sold $2,500. So half of director sales makes team leader, okay? So at the team leader level here, Jen sold her $2,400, and Pat and Chris are both active. So this is an average team leader structure sales for a new consultant, okay? So here she made an extra $80. I mean, that's pretty good, right? That'll take your family out to eat a nice meal, put gas in the car a couple times, you know, there's extra $80. I'm not gonna turn that down. So in this example, Jen has earned an extra 14.5% in commission, just because she shared the business with other people. Now, another big perk at the team leader level, if you look over here, it says you receive a 30% discount on products. But you guys know, as new consultants, you receive a 20% discount on all products all the time on a consultant order. If you order new products, they are 50% off. As a team leader and director, so team leader actually gets the same discount as director. So at team leader and director, you enjoy a 30% discount all the time instead of a 20% discount. So that's a nice perk. So a lot of people go through these promotions like a lot of people go from senior consultant to team leader all in the same month, or senior consultant 1 month and then team leader and director all in the same month, or all 3 promotions can happen in the same month. So it's not like you have to do one promotion, then do the other, and then do the other. Some of them just happen simultaneously as you're building your team. So let's go back to the director one, okay? So in this example up here, there with director, obviously you're making more money. So it's easy to remember. Senior consultant's an extra 1%, team leader's an extra 2%, and director is an extra 3% on your sales. So, and your team sales. So in this example here with Jen still doing the same amount of shows she was doing as a consultant, but now she has a team, she's earned an extra $195 in overrides for this team structure here as a brand new director. And so there's 2 ways you earn as a director. You earn your overrides, and then you earn your activity bonus, which is $10 per consultant on your team that's active on your personal team, okay? So obviously to promote to director, you have to have 5 active. So your activity bonus is gonna be at least $50. So she earned a total, instead of earning $500, she earned a total of $797 as a director here. So an extra 35% more in income. That's a nice little raise, an extra 35% more. But watch what happens down here when Jen builds her team, okay? She has now jumped up her party schedule and is doing more parties. And instead of selling $2,400 in a month, she is now selling $4,800 in a month. She has grown her team by 14 people. Now her overrides have turned into almost $400, $399. Her activity bonus is $140. So instead of that $500 she was earning to start out as a new consultant, she is now earning $1,700, 118% more, because she has built her business, built her team, and is promoted to director. So the 5 requirements of director, again, are 5 active consultants, at least 750, but in your mind, we want you to think 2,500 to 5,000 for personal sales, and then 5,000 in team sales, which is you and all of your team together. Okay, now it is harder to promote to director than it is to keep director. And I don't know if y'all can read this because I know it's kind of small, but can anybody see what the difference is here in the director promotion requirements and the director maintenance requirements? Can anybody see what's missing? I know a lot of y'all are muted. So one of them is missing. When you promote to director, you no longer have to have the 5 active people on your team. And the reason for that is maybe you promote 1 month and then the next month one of your consultants never heard from again. Maybe they went into the witness protection program. Who knows what happened to them, okay? Never to be heard from again. You're not going to be penalized because one of your team members just ghosted and never to be heard from again, okay? And Pampered Chef wants you to focus and work with people who want to work and want to earn an income and want to do this business. So you are no longer penalized for that. Now, granted, we want at least 5 people active on your team. We want to grow a team that has 10 people active and 15 and 20 people active, because that's how you're going to up your income. But once you promote, you no longer have to work dotting the I's and crossing the T's. You just get to work and sell and work with your team members that want to and bring more people on, and you don't have to stress about the numbers anymore. So it is easier to keep your directorship than it is to promote to directorship, because then there's only 2 requirements to focus on once you promote. So this all sounds great. You're seeing the extra money, but what else is in it for you? So let's take a look at some of the perks of directorship. You see, they'll let anybody do this job. I don't know how to do PowerPoint, so we're just working on these slides right here. So here are some of the great perks of directorship. So Jennifer, are you where you can unmute and share a little bit about some of your favorite perks of directorship?
Yes, I am. There's a lot. I love the extra money, of course. I love the extra free products. Every time Pampered Chef comes out with a new season of products, a director automatically gets a set in addition to what they earn as consultant incentives. So that's nice. I love the reduced trip points, because traveling with Pampered Chef is one of my favorites. So that's a lot. There's a lot. Oh, and I love the Secret Squirrel Club. That is our directors. We have meetings that we get together and do stuff. And at conference, there's special recognition for directors. There's a lot. I don't know.
There is a lot. And a couple of things I want you guys to notice on here. I know that as new consultants, you're earning Pampered Chef dollars. Remember, every $12.50 in sales that you sell, you're earning Pampered Chef dollars. For each new team member that you come on board, you can earn Pampered Chef dollars. So you can really rack up tons of Pampered Chef dollars, which is like gift cards in addition to your commissions that you're earning during your first 3 months of business. But notice this right here, 250 Pampered Chef dollars when you promote. I wanted you to catch that that is in addition to all those goodies that you're already earning. As soon as you promote, Pampered Chef deposits another $250 in your Pampered Chef dollar account. So that's instant as soon as you promote. The products that Jennifer was talking about where we can earn the new season products, well, guess what? When you promote to director on the fast track, the current new season products, which is that beautiful stainless steel wok, it's $240. The bubble waffle maker pan, whatever that's called, the batter dispenser, the wine tumblers, all of it just shows up at your door in 2 to 3 big boxes. It's just yours for free for promoting in the fast track. They send it all to you. So even though they've already released the new products, when you promote in fast track this spring, you're still going to get all of the new products delivered at your door for promoting on the fast track. So these are just some of the bonuses, but the bonuses are many, and these are just some of the top favorites. So let me pull up the fast track flyer and let's look at how this works. Okay, so all of those benefits that I just shared with you, you get no matter when you promote to director. So when Jennifer and I promoted to director, not in the fast track, you get all of that, okay? So the extra money is fabulous. All of it, you just get it all. But for you in your first 90 days, have the ability to earn this big bonus. So let's take a look at how that bonus is paid out. And then we'll share with you some stories of people on our team and then give you a chance to ask some questions. So on this fast track bonus, the way it is paid out in 3 different increments, okay? The first 500 you get when you promote to director in your first 90 days. So that's why that 90-day date is important, okay? So as soon as you promote, so just say your promotion happened in April, okay? And that's still in your 90 days. You would be paid that $500 bonus on your May 7th check. Say your promotion happened in May, you would be paid that first $500 cash bonus on your June 7th check. In addition to all those overrides and extra money we were already showing you, this is above and beyond that. Then when you maintain directorship the following 3 months, basically your team is selling 5,000. Remember I told you it's easier to maintain it than it is to get it. So when you maintain it the following 3 months after your promotion, they give you another $500 cash bonus at the end of that 3 months, okay? So that doesn't have to happen in your 90 days. Just the promotion has to happen in 90 days. Then the following 3 months, you're earning your second 500. Then when you have someone on your team promote to director, you earn an additional $1,000 cash bonus, okay? Well, think about this. Every single team member that is coming on your team while you're building your team has a $2,000 cash bonus on the table for them as well. So this is not hard to do, to have someone else that wants to earn the $2,000 cash bonus as well and build their team on the fast track, okay? So when you promote a director and you promote to advanced director, that's when the $1,000 cash bonus is paid out. And you have 6 months to do that, okay? So say you promoted your 90-day date, all these new people have just come on, so then they're all in fast track. So when one of them promotes by your 6-month date, that's where you earn the $1,000. So I want to tell you a story about a couple team members on our team. So Amanda Henderson on our team, you see her on our team page. I actually have a video where I interviewed Amanda that I'll have Jennifer share with you later today. Amanda came on in February of last year, okay? So kind of we're in March now, kind of where you guys are now. She came on in February of last year, got her kit ordered. She's a full-time nurse. She's an RN. She's a full-time nurse, works as a home health care nurse, and she works 5 days a week, and she has 2 small children. 2 sons. I say small, not tiny children, but two small elementary school, middle school kids. And married and very active. They are always on the go doing a lot. And she just decided to do this on the side virtually. She started, and she does, last year she averaged 7 virtual parties a month. Now, we're going to talk about the number of virtual parties you need in just a minute, but what's key about that? She didn't book 7. She held 7, okay? And you know, with the virtual parties, we got to overbook some. So she held 7 virtual parties each month last year. She earned the trip to Hawaii last year for her family and was not even in the whole year, just by doing 7 virtual parties a month, building her business on the fast track. She earned the whole $2,000 cash bonus, and she earned an extra $22,000 for her family last year with her Pampered Chef business being a virtual consultant as a side gig. Okay, just doing this on the side in addition to her full-time job, an extra $22,000. Who can get excited about an extra $22,000 coming in for your family? Okay, that's right. Okay, just by doing 7 virtual parties. Amanda's never done a cooking show. Her business is all virtual. And the other thing about Amanda is that she earned her first $500 cash bonus in her first 23 days with the business. She promoted in her very first month of business to director, and then went on to earn the whole $2,000 cash bonus. So the reason that's significant that she promoted in her first 23 days, guys, this does not take 90 days, but you have 90 days. But we don't want, the reason we're doing this call today is we don't want you to wait until your 90 days is coming to an end and be like, oh, I think I'd like to fast track. Or like in that 3rd month and be like, oh, I think I like to fast track. And then you work real hard that month, and if something doesn't come together, you don't have a backup time to earn the cash bonus. Where if you start now working to promote in your first 30 days or your first 60 days, and if it doesn't work out, then look at where you are by your 90-day window, and you have that last month to make sure it happens. So Angela Dawkins on our team, so we have a new little formula. So Amanda really got off to a great start and really did this incredible without the systems that we have today. It is even easier to do it today with the systems that we have for you today. We have a great virtual party show system set up for you. So Angela Dawkins came in with our new system, and she signed up on January 15th of this year. She did her first set of virtual parties the last week in January. And the little training, if you haven't heard it, is you want to book at least 4 parties a week, because 1 will drop, 1 will flop, and 2 will pop for you to get a paycheck with, okay? And you got to remember that booking 1 to 2 virtual parties is not a smart way to work your business, okay? Because you could, you have 1 that drops or 1 that flops, and then you're spending time on Facebook that week and maybe not making any money. But if you're running 4, you're going to make something working on Facebook, okay? Plus, you're getting better at what you're doing, so you're really going to see, the results come. So I want to share with you Angela's first week, okay? Angela's a full-time school teacher. She's doing this on the side. Her first week of business, she did 5 parties. She's a little overachiever. I told her to go book 4. She booked 5 parties, okay? So she had 5 parties. 1 was 0 in sales. Imagine that. 1 was $144 in sales. 2 of them were over 500. 1 was over 800. And by the time it was all closed out with host orders and everything, it was right at about $2,000 in sales for 1 week of parties. Angela earned $487 in her first week of virtual parties. Okay, pretty good for 1 week on Facebook, right? But what if she had only booked 2 parties, and 1 was the 0 and 1 was the 144? That would have been a lot of time spent that week not making very much money. Okay, so on average, new consultants are earning $200 to $500 a week on our team with virtual parties when you're booking 4 parties, and that really is a true average. And $200 is great money. Sometimes you have shows, they just don't do as well in sales. Sometimes Jennifer and I have shows, they just don't do as well as sales. But I'm not turning my nose up at $200 for a week. But then you're going to have weeks where you're earning $500 or more dollars. So Angela's second week in the business, I told her to book 4. She booked 5. Overachiever again. And she earned over $700 in her second week with virtual parties. Okay, she had a $1,000 show. She had some good shows that week, but she still had a 0 in sales. That out of those 5 shows, 1 didn't do anything. The other 4 did well. So the first set of shows was turned in January. Okay, so start February. So she just did 1 week of parties that was turned in January. She made $487. In February, she did 4 to 5 parties every week in February. And she promoted to director in her first 37 days with the business. and her check for the month of February, her second month in the business, was almost $2,500. It was over $2,400. So she made $2,400 and some odd cents, some odd dollars in her first full month of business with Pampered Chef. Who could get excited about a $2,500 paycheck? Anybody? All right. So that's Angela. Well, now I want to tell you about Lori. Lori started, she ordered Lori Morgan, and all these people are on our team Facebook page, okay? They are starting with the same systems, the same party outline, the same everything that you guys have access to, okay? So you guys are set up for success. So Lori comes in, and Lori hasn't promoted yet because she signed in February, but she never did any parties till March. She signed towards the end of February, so her first week of parties was going into March, okay? So she has done she works another full-time job. She and her husband own a cabinet company. She runs that. She is just doing this as a side gig, okay? She's doing 4 to 5 parties a week. She also earned $400 her first week. She earned over $700 her second week. So when we say new consultants earn $200 to $500, we have people earning more than that, but that's not the average. Their $700 a week is not the average we're seeing in our team right now. So we're being very transparent and very honest. The $200 to $500 is an average, but you can absolutely earn more than that. So she also earned $700 in her second week with Pampered Chef. So far, to date, she has not promoted yet, but her goal is to promote this week, okay? She's still working on it, so we'll get back to you with an update on how Lori Morgan did. Watch for her name on our team page. So far, off her sales, she has already earned over $2,300 this month. She's tracking to earn over $3,000 in her first month with Pampered Chef, all for doing 4 to 5 virtual parties a week. Who could get excited about a $3,000 check? Anybody? So these are real numbers with real people who are on our team right now that have just joined this year, okay? So Lori, just with her sales alone, has earned over $2,300. She has sold over $9,000 in her first month of business as of right now, already submitted with the company. And then once she gets her $500 cash bonus and her team gets qualified and everything, her director pay will push her over $3,000, maybe over $3,500 in her first month of business, just depending on how much more sales go in on her team this week. But definitely over $3,000 is what she'll earn this month for her first month of business. That's just incredible. Like, the systems we have now really, really work. And this time last year, we did not have the systems that we have now. So I'm here to tell you, you have come to the right place, to the right team at the right time. Would you not agree, Jennifer? What we are seeing people do with virtual parties now was unheard of in our team a year ago, okay? We just didn't have the systems that we have to give you now because we've really worked these virtual parties, figured out what works. So follow our lead and do what we share with you, and you will absolutely see success. But the secret is those 4 parties a week, doing at least 4 parties a week and not just doing 1 or 2 parties a week, because then you're not in front of enough people to build your business quickly enough. So Jennifer, has everybody here heard your story?
No.
Okay, will you just tell your story about why you decided to start Pampered Chef, and then some of the blessings that Pampered Chef has given your family, and some of the things that your family's been able to do because of your Pampered Chef income?
Sure. I actually started when there was only cooking shows, and I couldn't even cook, so that was odd. But I thought, why not? I want some stuff that comes in the kit. So I signed up to get the stuff that came in this kit, was going to do it for 30 days, and did a couple shows, was horrible at it, I think. Barely had shows that qualified. But I quickly saw what Pampered Chef was and what they offered, their consultants, and the money that could be made. And I'm goal oriented. I like to catch the carrots. So they would put new consultant rewards in front of me. Sell this month and you get this. And I'm like, yeah. And then they would do another one. And I was like, yes, I'll take that too. And then another one. And so I was just following those carrots and, earning those little things that Pampered Chef put out in front of us. And quickly I grew a business. And it really wasn't even my intention, but it was fun. It was something that I enjoyed doing. It gave me goals to accomplish. It gave me a self-worth. And then money was coming in that I didn't even realize we would make money doing this. So very early on in the business, I realized that there was money to be made. And I decided to take whatever money that I made with the company and put it towards certain things. Because we were, I was a stay-at-home mom. My husband was the only one bringing in money. And so I was like, well, we're living on his paycheck already. Let me just take that money and put it towards things. So I started off paying off student loans and got those paid off very quickly. I paid off all of our vehicles. But let's see, all the extras that we did with the kids, you know, vacations that we wouldn't have been able to go on. I used our Pampered Chef money for that, you know, local amusement park passes, just extra things. And then I realized that I was making enough money to pay down our mortgage. And before I was 40 years old, I had our mortgage completely paid off. And that felt amazing, to be completely debt free. I did braces on my teeth, my daughter's teeth, paid cash for it. We got new vehicles and paid cash for it. Like, it was just a lifestyle that I couldn't imagine that we would ever have. And, I mean, on top of that, just meeting so many people, and it really has been a blessing all the way around. So just recently we, bought a new home. Pampered Chef money, you know, put a nice deposit down on our new house. And it's just, I mean, it's doing all the things that we needed for our family. I have a 17-year-old that's going to be going to college soon. So we have a nice little stash for her college fund. And I mean, I just had no idea that selling food choppers would do this much for our family. And I've seen it do so much for so many other people, not only monetarily wise, but just, you know, filling a need that, you know, people had that they didn't know they had, a sense of belonging, self-worth, accomplishment. And the things that my kids have seen me accomplish in my business with the Pampered Chef, you know, they're taking that in and they're seeing like what it really means to be, you know, a hard worker and to do what you say you're going to do, and, you know, meet deadlines and make goals. Like, the kids watch me do that, and they just think I'm a rock star for taking them on these trips. Like my 17-year-old, she's going on our trip to Hawaii. And that's something that I would never, ever in my wildest dreams be able to do for my kids if it weren't for the Pampered Chef business. So, I mean, it's a big deal. To me, it's more of a heart thing than a paycheck thing. So I love that about this business. And we just get to network with people and meet people that we would have never met otherwise, especially with this virtual thing. Like, you know, Shaheen that lives in Oklahoma, like I would have never met her otherwise, you know? So it's just crazy. I love this. I love it.
And just so you guys know, this Hawaii thing is not a fluke thing. So, Jennifer, how many times will you have been to Hawaii after April?
This is going to be our second trip to Hawaii.
Thanks to Pampered Chef.
Yes, all expense paid. Yeah. I mean, that's like a dream vacation. I never, you know, when you're a kid or even a young adult, you're like, oh, I wish I could go here or do this or, you know, take my family here. Hawaii was always one of those places. I always wanted to go on a cruise, and I always wanted to go to Disney, because I never was able to do those as kids. And Pampered Chef has sent us to those places and many more that I didn't even know I would enjoy. But yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed all of them. But Hawaii's my favorite. I'm so excited to go.
I know, 2 times, yes. So guys, all this is here for you, okay? And you don't have to have any special skills or any special talent to be able to do this. So something that you might not have known before today about Jennifer and I, neither one of us cook. We are not good cooks, and we built an amazing business with a cooking show business, okay? We also have directors on our team. Tanja Ruth Hart, who is one of our directors on our team, will tell you, when Amanda asked her if she wanted to be a virtual consultant, she was like, what's a virtual consultant? And she said, oh, well, someone that does it all on the computer. And she's like, I don't have very good computer skills. I don't think I could do that. And she's now an advanced director on our team, okay? So you just never know, and you don't have to have any special skill. Jennifer and I have been able to figure this cooking thing out without really being able to cook. Tanja's been able to figure out this virtual business without having great computer skills. So you don't have to have any talent. We can teach you how to do everything you need to do to build this business. So if you are interested in going after this $2,000 cash bonus that's on the table for you and building your business on the fast track, we have a class set up that will teach you everything you need to know. You don't have to know a thing to be able to do this. We will meet with you each week in a setting on Zoom just like this, which is great because it doesn't matter where you live. We can come in here and do this and teach you the skills that you need to learn to build your business. How to get enough bookings, how to get bookings from your party, how to find recruit leads in your party, who to reach out to, what to say to them, how to sign people up. We teach you all of it. And it's all really basic stuff, but when you're new, you don't know how to do any of it. So we teach you the little systems that we have for everything. So we just come in here and teach you exactly what we do. We're able to screen share our shows, put you in our shows, show you what we're doing and how we're doing it so that you can duplicate the same thing. So if this is something that you want to do, you can join our fast track class for next month. We will meet each week in April, just like this, and we will teach you everything you need to do. And you can set a goal. If you're willing to do the 4 shows a week, you can set a fast track goal to promote on the fast track in April and earn your cash bonus on May the 7th. And I would tell you, if you want to go for this, make that a goal, because guess what? If you work all month on it in April and it doesn't happen, you got another month you can work on fixing anything that didn't go right. Don't wait till the end of fast track in your last month and decide that's when you want to do it, because then if it doesn't go right, you've missed out on that bonus. So we have lots of people by the end of this month. We're going to have, I think, at least 5 people that will have promoted on the fast track this month, okay? We have 3, I think, that have already met their qualifications or almost, and then 2 more that are working on it. So by the end of this month, we'll have 5 new fast track directors, and we're going to teach you how to do exactly what they did. And they had no idea. They were just like you. They had no idea what they were doing when they joined us, okay? And they just went and did the parties and did the training we taught them, and it just absolutely works and comes together. And guys, we want you to know that there's way more than that $2,000 bonus on the table for you. But here's the worst that could happen. You join this class with us, you work on fast track, and you don't quite make it. Well, my goodness, look at the products you're going to have earned, the income that you're going to have earned for your family. There's no way you can fail by giving this a try. And there's so many people in our world that are a success today that if they had never tried, they would never be where they were. And Michael Jackson Michael Jordan is one of the biggest that I can tell you. Like, he didn't even make his high school basketball team. Okay, he got cut from the high school basketball team, and look at where Michael Jordan is today. Okay, so don't be afraid to just step up and give it a try. You cannot fail. You will gain so much by going for this. But we want you to know that this is a real business where you can make real money. So Jennifer, would you be willing to share what your check was for you and your family as a stay-at-home mom working a business part-time out of your house? And I know you put a lot of hours in, but she's also a full-time mom of 3 and very, very busy. Will you share what your Pampered Chef check was for last month?
Yeah, I believe it was 5,800 some change.
Who could get excited about a $5,000 check running a business out of your house, okay? So this is the real deal, guys, okay? You can do this, and you can do it quickly. You see, Jennifer and I, we've been in the business for a lot of years. But let me tell you guys, if we had the virtual business back then, you wouldn't be able to touch us because the growth in the virtual business is so fast. So there are people that have only been in Pampered Chef for 12 and 17 months that are earning more money than Jennifer and I are, that have been around for a lot of years because we built our business with a cooking show. The cooking show is great. Jennifer and I love the cooking show. We're not ever going to give that up. We have a really good time at the cooking show, but you cannot build the same business through just doing cooking shows that you can in the virtual world today, okay? So we're going to share a recording with you of a girl that came on a little over a year ago. In October of 2017, she had just gotten started, and she earned $400 in her first month of business. Not first week, her first month. 1 year later, in October of 2018, she earned over $9,000 in 1 month with Pampered Chef. And she's been in over 12 months now, but 12 months was her October commission check, over $9,000. Okay, so we want you to know there is real income to make. You're a good friend of mine and Jennifer's. Stephen, who is in the business. So Jennifer, who's the gentleman on here? I saw you join after we got started.
Hey,
Tom. Hey, Tom. All right, so Tom, I want you to know this is not an all-girls club, okay? So, Tom, you know where you see our directors at the top of the page with the Mickey ears and the bows? I just want you to know that is also a bow tie. Okay? We got
I'll wear a hair bow. Unless you want to.
And Brian Roller is on my personal team, and he's going for Fast Track next month. And I keep telling Brian, I'm like, just so you know, this is not an all-girls club. We got you covered. We got you Nikki head with a bow tie, okay? So, but I wanted to tell you about Stephen. So Stephen joined the company about 2.5 years ago, and he worked another full-time job in the theater industry and the arts industry for the first 2 years that he did this. He has not been in 3 years yet. He will be in 3 years around July of this year. So been a little over 2.5 years. So his first year in, he did a great job. He promoted on the Fast Track. He promoted Fast Track Director of Fast Track Advanced, and was just playing around, doing a good job with his cooking shows, earning a decent income with this and his theater. Well, then in his second year with Pampered Chef, which was last year, 2018 was the second year in Pampered Chef. So second full year in Pampered Chef. So in 2018, he still worked his full-time job up until October, okay? But let me tell you, Stephen has blown the doors off of my business, okay? Stephen earns way more money than I do, and he is a senior executive director going for national right now with our company. He is the first male senior executive director ever in our company, and will be the first male national in our company. He's done this all through virtual parties. He does no cooking parties. It's all virtual. Last year, while he still worked a full-time job, he earned $119,000 as his side gig with Pampered Chef, in addition to his full-time job. He quit his full-time job in October, so only 2 months last year did he not have a full-time job. When he quit his full-time job, he ramped his show schedule up in November and started doing 10 parties a week. He does 10 virtual parties every week, plus building his team. His check last month, are you guys ready for this? Last month, he's not even been in 3 years yet. His check last month was $16,000. So this
Some people don't make that in a year.
can be anything that you want it to be. Okay, if you guys want a couple extra $100 each week to have some great spending money to, be able to do things with your family, we can help you do that. But if you want to make some serious full-time income working part-time hours with this business, Jennifer and I can help you do that. So we hope we've painted a picture for you today of what's possible and what's on the table for you. I want to open it up for questions. And if you have no idea how to do this, you just know you want to do it, that's where you need to be, okay? Because we're going to teach you everything you need to know. So questions? Jennifer, is there anything you want to add?
No, I think you covered it.
You guys are in at the right time, I'm telling you. This business has never been better.
I agree. I agree.
We have a great product, we have a great company, and now we have great systems to help you do this.
And just to give you all a little closer to home picture, I have always done more cooking shows than virtual shows. Even the past year when virtual shows were really getting big and there were a lot of consultants that were doing a lot of virtual shows. Like, I'm kind of an old dog that just likes doing what I've always done. And so, Love's like, Jennifer, get on board, do this virtual thing. Like, you've got to do this system that we're doing. You've got to do this. I know you like your cooking shows, still do those, but do it with virtual shows too. Like, do both. And I mean, I would do 1 or 2, maybe 4 a month or whatever virtual shows. And I would see, additional income coming in. But this January, I was like, all right, Love, I'm doing it. Everything you tell me to do, I'm doing it. Like, this January, people, like, I decided I was really putting time and effort into virtual shows. And January, when I started, I sold like $7,800 in sales. February, I sold $12,000 in sales. I had never in my career sold that much before, and it was all due to virtual shows because I did no less than 4 virtual shows every single week. And I was like, if I'm going to try this, I'm going to do it right, and I'm going to do it the way that I'm telling my consultants to do it. This month, I've already sold $8,500, still have 7 shows to close out. Like, y'all, this is work. I have personal experience. My sales have already doubled and tripled from every year previous just because of the virtual shows. Yes, I still do cooking shows, but now cooking shows are actually the supplement to my virtual shows because I sell way more. I can do so much more. My time is so limited with my family. They play soccer, they're in gymnastics and cheerleading. Like, they are busy. I can only devote so many evenings away to cooking shows, but I can always run online shows from my phone at the soccer field. Like, it is astounding the business you can build with this. I'm not kidding you. Like, I've seen it with my own eyes just in the first 3 months of this year. Who's excited? Like, anybody excited about this? It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm excited for you.
So guys, just to share with you, so like, I feel like that, you know, like, God totally led me into this business because I used to be in law enforcement. I used to be a state trooper. I had no desire to do in-home party business. It just wasn't me. It wasn't my personality, but there's no question this is where I was led to be. And because of my Pampered Chef business, my husband was able to quit his job and go back to law school. My business put my husband through law school. He did not work for 3 solid years, and Pampered Chef was the only income my family had for 3 solid years. And we didn't have virtual parties back then. I was doing a whole load of cooking shows every week, and now it's so much easier. And then because of my Pampered Chef business, my husband was able to. He built one of the leading law firms in his hometown. He was able to pursue a dream he had to be a judge, and he ran for Superior Court judge in North Carolina, and he won the election about 2 years ago, and that's the highest trial court in North Carolina. And so he was able to shut down his law practice and do that. He has an 8-year term, and we have a much better family life because he's able to come home at night instead of having to stay and run the law practice after he's been in court all day. So he would never have been able to do that if it wasn't for my Pampered Chef business. So now, since I'm not a great cook, he comes home and cooks at night. So that works out really well. But I share that with you just to share with you that, you know, this business has helped me and my family be able to do a lot of things we would never, ever, ever have been able to do otherwise. And now, because of my Pampered Chef business, he's so supportive. I make more money than my husband does, okay? And he has a great job, okay? So this can be anything that you want it to be, and we're here to help you. And it starts with 4 parties a week. That's all you got to focus on right now is the bookings and getting 4 parties a week. And if you don't even know where to get those, we're going to teach you how to do that. We're going to teach you all of it. So if you want to go for Fast Track, message Jennifer today and say, I want in the Fast Track program. And then we will do, Jennifer, we didn't talk about when to do the class. I can help do it on a Tuesday. Like, it seems like this works for everybody. We got everybody on here. But let me know. But we will set up the class depending on who wants to do this and when y'all can do it, so that we meet every single week. So we're teaching you what to do on your parties this week. You go do it. We come back next week, talk about what worked, what didn't, give you some more stuff to go learn on your parties. And we're just going to teach you all month of April how to work these parties and build your business. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Very good.
No questions?
Comments, excitement, anything?
Well, I just want to say that, I mean, I've been doing this sort of blind, and March hasn't been a real good month for me because my hosts they get sick or something happens. And so I haven't been able to run 4 parties a week. So I've tried. I think I did, last week I did 2 parties, but this week I don't have any parties. I'm trying to do catalog. So I'm going around to all these people, businesses and all these people with the catalog, trying to get catalog sales so that in March where I want to be. And it's a lot of work. I mean, I really enjoy it though. But I'm really excited about this Fast Track program because I don't know what to say to people. I've been having trouble getting
all that.
I've been having trouble getting people to, because you know what, people put me off. They're like, well, I'll host later, or I tell them about the opportunity. I'm like, you know what? This doesn't come along every day. You really need to do this. If I had this, because I started at the very end of January, and I actually asked 2 of my friends for business loans, that's how I put it, to start this business because we had no money. And they were really supportive, and they said, sure. And I was like, great. But if I'd had that opportunity, the $39, I mean, I wouldn't have had to ask anybody. I have that, like everybody has $39, even if you don't have a whole lot of money. And so I was just like, and I'm telling people, and they're like, I just have too much going on right now, or da da da. And I'm like, I don't know what to say to them. I don't know how to,
Okay. So we're going to teach you how to get the bookings and how to build your business. But this is what I would say to, I'm glad you brought that up. This is what I would say to every single one of you guys right now. Okay. You are going to be able to book parties in April. You're going to be able to book parties in May and June and July and September and on and on and on. But we have 6 days left with a $39 kit. And that is going to come and go. And April 1st, we will not have a $39 kit. So if you want to know where to spend your time this week, I will give you a message. And you message every person that you can possibly think of. And these are the words you want to say. And I'll send these words to Jennifer, okay? But you want to say, did you know that new consultants are earning, on average, $200 to $500 a week with virtual parties as a side gig with Paper Chef right now? I'm just curious, have you ever thought about doing anything like this before? And that's all you're asking. You're just asking, telling them the potential and asking them, okay? And if it's a friend of yours or something, say, hey, we're earning $200 to $500 a week right now on average with doing virtual parties as a side gig, and I'm having a great time with my business, and there is a $2,000 cash bonus on the table for new people that start right now. I'd love for you to come in and do this with me. And the reason I'm mentioning it now is because for 1 week only, there's 1 week left with a $39 kit. You could start for only $39. So when you send that message to people and they come back and say they're curious, you want to tell them right away that Paper Chef has an insane special right now where you can start your business until March 31st for only $39. How would it be for you to go into April with 1 new recruit on your team, or 2 new recruits, or 3 or 4 new recruits that signed up this week ready to start their business in April? How crazy would that be? So right now, that's what I want you to do. Just share this kit. We have plenty of time to build shows, build your business, and normally I would say bookings is your priority. But this week only, sharing that $39 kit, you want to share that with as many people as possible. Do you agree, Jennifer? I mean, 6 days and it's gone. And I can tell you, we will not have a $39 kit in April, May, June, July. It's just not happening. So this is something they're doing for a test market. They're going to test all the data with the people that come in, how fast they get off to a start without having a lot of product, and kind of see where this takes them. They're testing the new program where they can earn the 50 Pampered Chef dollars and then the extra 200. So they're using this as a test market to kind of see how this goes and see how not having a hearty kit with a ton of products, how people get off to a start. So for now, this is all we have. The $39 kit is coming gone as of March 31st. So share that right now, and then we'll work on everything else that you need. Jennifer,
yeah, and when you start with that also, and if they come back and they say, oh, I'm not interested in selling Pampered Chef, then you could easily come back and say, oh, well, no worries. I just thought I would ask you, why don't we get together and do a fun online show? So that's a lesser commitment from them, and they're more likely to book a show at that point too. So yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, let Jennifer know if you are interested in entering our Fast Track class, and we can't wait to partner with you in April, and Jennifer and I will get you the details on when the class will be, and we would love to help you do this and earn that extra $2,000 cash bonus and build your business on the Fast Track. And get this
Did Tiffany have something to say?
Yeah, how do we find out where Jennifer is? Like, what's her last name?
I think I friended you on Facebook. It's Darren.
Okay.
Jennifer's going to send Tiffany a message.
Yep.
That works.
There you go. Anybody else that needs Jennifer, just friend request Jennifer DeNicholas, okay? And she's in the y'all's team group, our team group, so you can find her in the group too. That's the easy way to find her. All right. Well, we are so excited you guys connected today. We're so excited to partner and work with you guys. Y'all have a great day.
Thanks, love. Bye, everybody. Chat with you soon.